What's going on, guys? This is Zaptrosity. Today I'm bringing you something special. This here is my item sorter design. We have a minecart system and we have a little water design there. So my design at the back here is a little different, as you can see, compared to some others. This here is the standard design that most people have used. I've seen a lot of videos on this design. But I've tried to make it a little more resource friendly and tileable, because if you put one side by side like this, you can see the redstone dust here connects. So that means if there is more than there's a ton of items in here. So if we just chuck in a ton of items, it's going to activate this line too. And that's going to send out a pulse along here, and then activate the next one, and then it might break everything. So you don't really want that to happen. So I created this different design. So I'm going to... There are two ways of getting the items into the hoppers though. There's the water way and the minecart way, which I'll show you later. But this is my way for detecting the hoppers and stuff. So you can see here we have comparators here, and we have one there, because comparators can detect through blocks, and we just have this go through 2 redstone dust to detect if it's full or not, and that will go into your redstone torch, powering the redstone dust repeater, like so. So it uses 2 less redstone dust per 2 sorters. As you can see in this one, it just has a comparator, block, then it has 2 redstone dust into a redstone torch. So that eliminates the repeater use, and therefore making it a little more resource friendly, but not by a lot. Yeah, but it's also each sorter is individual, so it won't activate another one through the redstone dust, as you can see. So this can also handle stacks of items entering at a time. As you can see, I've got here just a basic pest dispenser setup, so we can flip that on. So basically I've got some wool in here, and as you can see, all it does is loops around this non-stop until you flip the lever. It will stop the pest dispenser. So all it is a clock going into a short monostable circuit, and bam. So everything should slowly get sucked out, as you can see. It might take a little bit more time. What you can do to speed up the process is have a bunch of hoppers along here, like so, all connected up, and just hook this chest up to hoppers going along like this. And then eventually the hopper minecarts will suck things out of these hoppers, and yeah, it could speed up the process, but that does require more iron. This design is a little more expensive too, because it requires the hopper minecarts, and the bigger the storage room, the more minecarts you probably have to make sure you have a balance, a big flow. So as you can see, we should get some things sorted. Going for pink and blue. So you can see the blue's all sorted, and pink in one of these chests is getting sorted at the moment. So we can just look into a hopper minecart. So it looks like pink's somewhere here. Who knows? So you can see it right there. Okay, well that's it for this design here. You can shut that off pretty easily just by doing that, and everything should come slowly to the top. There we are. There shouldn't be anything left over in them. It depends on where you put your chest. If you put it to the end here, they will have things there. You have to have this chest before the actual sorter, but because I was lazy, I didn't. Alright, so if we look at the water design here, I've had to make this long, huge delay between the shooting of items. This is because if we just throw in any random item in there, as you can see, glass, you can see that it starts to bounce through the hoppers, and we don't want that. A solution to this is by putting soul sand on top, but if you do put soul sand on top, it means it won't be tileable. You have to make the water flow stagger a bit downwards. As you can see here, it's tileable in the fact that we have a gap right here every 8 blocks for an ice, so that items can travel along. Now, if we want to have things going on top of the hoppers without it bouncing, what I've done is I've made it use soul sand here to slow down the items so that it just slides along the side here. So if we try that, for example, if we get cobblestone and we just throw it right there, you can see along there that little rim actually will allow them to flow through. Now, using this, I think there might be some glitches with hoppers where they don't pick up the item, especially if they're stacked. So if I have maybe bedrock and dirt, for example, even though you probably won't have bedrock, and you can see if they're kind of stacked on top of each other like that, sometimes the hoppers won't recognize that there is an item there. So I've just got this delay to make sure that they're going at a constant speed, like having a little gap between each other. So let's just flip that and watch it. So a bit of delay. So you can see the items there, it slows down in the soul sand. There we go, into the stream, and it will get sucked up. Now that might be a little, might not get sorted because they're stacked on top of each other, but we'll just have to see. You can see something went in right there, and green and red should be going out right now. Yep, perfect. So it looks like it's all getting sorted. You could just have one dispenser shooting out, but I decided to have 4. So it needs a if you have a chest, you'll probably have to have it dispense out items at a slow enough pace for it to keep up. This design is a lot better than the minecart system because it's faster. It doesn't need minecarts traveling back and forth. It's sort of silent as it's just traveling along water, but the dispenser isn't silent, obviously. But that's about it for that. I'll just quickly show you guys how to build the actual array for the sorter real quickly, and we'll conclude it there. Alright, first off, the first sorter system is like this. As you can see, everything you need is in my inventory. We'll build this pretty quickly. So first off, we're just building a little pillar there, and we're just having some hoppers go into that so that they don't directly suck things and place things into each other. We have a block next to the top hopper, which will be our input, and then we have a slab which with a comparator going into a block like so. This will power this redstone dust going down into a block with a redstone torch facing the back of that block, powering that hopper like so. Okay, the next one up is this one here. This will be stacked next to it so that they won't interfere with each other. So you can see here we've got a comparator, the 2 redstone dust to make sure that there's enough items in there, which will power the redstone torch, and that signal gets sent through to the hopper. So let's build that pretty quickly. So we just do our pillar like before, get our 2 hoppers, place them inwards like that, get a block next to that hopper, get a comparator going out. This will then go into a block, another block there with 2 redstone dust, torch on the back of that, then we have a redstone dust right there, block, and then that goes into a repeater into the comparator block like so. So that concludes my item sorter system, so item sorter array. That's basically what I want to show off. I just want to show off the different ways of getting the items in there. There are many other ways to improve this as well by making it fully automatic. For example, you could probably get a comparator signal out of this and hook that up to the clock, and if this is empty then it will stand still, but if not it won't. I can do that real quickly and possibly show you guys. Okay, all we need now is a redstone dust there, and there we have it. So it should slowly suck things out, and this will only turn off once fully empty. Got a little bit of delay just in case we don't want things getting stuck in there. So let's speed that up a little. Alright, and I'll speed this up to the very end. And look at that. So as you can see, there was a few more hopper minecarts that went through just in case that there were some, I don't know, random items left. Increasing this delay would probably increase the likeliness of a more fail-proof, it being more fail-proof. This wouldn't you probably won't need this if you move that chest a little more back. That's just because that there might be some white wool, but I didn't have any white wool, so that was good. So as you can see, that's how you make it fully automatic. Throw in your items, and there we go. Fully automatic. So that's a pretty good design, and I'm going to conclude it here for today. Hope you guys enjoyed, and if you do want a tutorial on something like this here, or you probably don't need a tutorial on the water stream, but something like this, simple thing, feel free to tell me. Hope you guys enjoyed my little item sorter design, and yeah, that's it for today. Hope you guys enjoy. I'll see you all next time.